In order for God to show you his commitment that if you serve, I will bring you benefit. He comes and hinges his righteousness on the matter to say, count me as unrighteousness. Sorry, count me as unrighteous if I forget your work and your labor of love. You know what is labor of love? Labor of love means a work you went into because you love God. You wake up early in the morning. Those days when I was in the choir, sometimes I think around 4 something, I've left there a.m. Why? Because the zeal of the Lord. If somebody meets me on the streets by that early morning and say, young man, what is wrong with you? Our testimony will be, I love you, Lord. He says, God is not unrighteous. That it will be unrighteousness on the side of God. Even though ordinarily God will be just if you walk and then there is nothing that came from him to you. But he's saying that I commit myself. I commit my integrity to it. That if you serve, count me what? Unrighteous. If I did not pay you back. He said, God is not unjust. He said, you know what that means? It means that God cannot do it. That you labor in his house and then he forgot you. Some of you have given, I've done this, I've done that, but it looks as if God is not taking notice. Tell her. The God, Sister Esther, the God that we serve, he records. The God that we serve, he remembers. The God that we serve, he rewards. Are you here? Between the time he records and when he remembers, there might be gap, but he will not forget. His righteousness, he has put his righteousness on the table. His righteousness is at stake. I don't know, is it too hard? Is it clear? His righteousness is at stake. So I just gave, I did this, I've been laboring, but nothing. God records. God remembers. That's why you find in the scripture more than once you see things like the book of remembrance. Because you know why there is a book of remembrance in the first place? Is because there is a record. Are you here with me? So when you hear remembrance, when you hear book of remembrance, it's because things have been what? Recorded. So God records. God remembers. It's just that between the time when he records and when he remembers, there might be time gap, but he does remembers. It will be unrighteousness. His unrighteousness has been brought to the negotiation table to say, I put down my righteousness. Count me as unrighteous if anything happens, and at the end of it happened that I forgot. He said, I cannot. He said, God is not unrighteous to forget. It means that no matter what you have done, it may not yet appear what you will be like, but I'd like you to know that it is not in vain. Your labors are not in vain. Your labors of love are not in vain. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love and your showing of regard for his name, in that you have done his work and you have ministered to the saints. Because hope you know, when it is true that it is priesthood and it is unto the Lord, right? When you serve in church, it is unto the Lord. But then do you know that the saints also benefit? They benefit from your work. In serving God, you're also serving men. Are we together? Our sister that is on the camera, on the console, right? That is capturing the live feed. Because of her, somebody is online and is being edified. This sister on the chair, on the live stream, is serving not just God, but she's also ministering to the saints. So there are people that are taking benefit because you are what? You are serving in the house of God. And the Bible is saying, for that level of show of commitment and love, it will be unrighteousness for me to forget. God is saying it will be righteousness for me to forget. For God is not unjust. God is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love, which you have shown towards his name, in that you have ministered to the saints. And do minister. You know what do minister means? It means you are still in it. It's as if God is speaking to somebody who is about to give up. But this person, even though the person has not seen God come through for him or her, the person still chose not to quit. He said, even though it looks as if God is not coming through for me, but I will still do what? Serve. Now God is speaking to that person to say, and he's saying, I will not forget your labor of work. And as you minister to the saints and you are still ministering, I will not forget. Give me that ESV again. Please, man of God. Look at that. Everybody want to, let's go. For God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the love that you have shown for his name. Can you see that? So when you say labor of love, it means the labors you went into because you love him and you love his name. It says, for God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the love you have shown for his name. It means that when you walk his work, when you walk the work of the kingdom, when you walk in the house of God, you are showing a regard, a high respect for the name of God. It says God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the love that you have shown for his name in serving the saints, as you still do. So every time, is it me that will be opening the door? Is it me that would? You might come in and you see pastor seated, and you're like, go just sit down, and we go to sweep church. Jesus says, in serving the saints, in walking in the house of God, you will serve the saints. It says, not when you are washing the toilet, make her the washer, make her the washer. They come here. Jesus knows that you are serving the saints. Are we here? All of them will be inside. I will run every time generator. Jesus knows. He knows that you are serving the saints. And he said, leave that for me. And in case you feel like it is in vain, the Bible is saying God is not unrighteous. God is not unjust. He has committed his righteousness to it. That God is not unjust so as to overlook your work and the labor that you have shown for his name in serving the saints, as you still do. Turn to somebody by your side, maybe to your back or wherever. Just say, God will not forget your work. And because God records, that's why you have to be careful how you walk. Because God is committed to pay back. Are you here with me? Oh, God has committed himself to do what? To pay back. And he has said, I will be unrighteous not to pay back. It means that payback I must do. So you must be careful how you do the work. If it is not well done, God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that he will be paid back. So be not deceived. In case Satan is trying to tell you, just do it the way you do not. In case your friends, some people can take church matter and take it outside. You say, that's what on a church they do. And then they tell you advice and you are deceived. Jesus is saying, don't be deceived. When you come back and you begin to give that body language, it says, whatsoever a man soweth, he shall reap. Galatians 6:7. Are you there with me? Good or bad, God will pay back.